Okay, now let's go over hiring a handyman, which is one of the three main buckets you will need to focus on, along with cleaning and communication with your guests. It may not be the most obvious need, but it is extremely important because there will be times when you will need a handyman of some sorts, or else you will have to do it yourself, and that is not sustainable for you to do yourself for very long. Let's talk about some of the yeah. Let's talk about some of the instances where you may find yourself wanting to outsource some work to a handyman, maybe assembling furniture. Let's say you just secure a lease on five units in a high rise, and now you have to furnish all of these units. Furniture will need to be assembled or moved in across all 5 units, and that can take days to do by yourself. Now, you have to hang up the TVs as well, and you're going to have to drill and mount 5 wall mounts. That's good for a few hours as well. These are all things that can be outsourced for super reasonable rates. What about after the unit is operating and there's an emergency sink leak? You can call a plumber. They might not be able to make it there for days. A handyman would be able to alleviate the problem in most cases, if not fix it altogether in a very timely fashion, and avoid lose any book days or earning any poor reviews on your end. To manage on a large scale, you will need someone of this nature to be able to attend your properties almost on call whenever you need them. It's very important to develop this relationship and make it a point to develop this relationship. You can use services like handy.com, which is really great for almost anything you can need. They will give you a quote and on the job and quickly get someone out to you. That also presents a great opportunity to create a personal relationship with whomever they send out as well. What better way to meet people in the industry of being a handyman than using handy.com? So really quick, let's just look at handy.com very quickly and do some quick looking around. Cleaning, handyman, outdoor projects, home renovations, they have basically everything here. You click on something, you fill out the prompts that it's going to ask you to fill out, and then it's going to send you a quote. And very simply, you're going to approve or deny the quote. And if you approve it, they're going to send someone out to you. You set the time, how many TVs, the zip code, and the email. And then they'll send you a price. You reply to the price. Yes, I want it. No, I don't want it. And it's really that simple. It's the same process for anything. Even if you're doing a general handyman, you can just fill in what you want them to do, how long it's going to take them, when you want them to come, and they'll send you a price. Very simple service. Very convenient. If you can figure out how to work Airbnb, you can figure out how to work this. And this will basically give you your on-call handyman anywhere you want. So it's super, super desirable. You could also post ads on social media or other internet sites. There are always people looking for work. You just need to know how to find them. And you only need to find and create a good relationship with one of them. Ideally, you want to find someone you can rely on and trust to take care of problems or complete work as if it was their own business that depended on it. I love to use handy.com because of how easy it is to get quoted on jobs for miscellaneous tasks and because they're pretty consistent with their brand and what to expect. I get the same thing every time from them. I know what to expect. It's funny though, because I actually met one of my handymen at a Home Depot just having a regular conversation. If you're in real estate or construction, you know you find contractors and individuals like that at Home Depot 24/7. So after a little bit of small talk back and forth, I just asked him what he did, and he said nowadays he mostly does odd jobs for people, and he's 45 and retired from his job after 20 years. He was in a position where he needed exactly what I needed. Some odd jobs here and there, nothing that exceeded fixing a leaking sink, definitely no full gut renovations, and helping me with my small tasks here and there. He was happy to take on the lighter work that suited him, and I was happy because I still needed him. I have a great relationship with this guy where I can count on him for all of my handyman needs for my properties in a certain area, but I have to mimic that relationship in other areas. In some areas, I don't have those relationships yet. I still rely on handy.com, but everyone that comes out, I'm always communicating with, I'm always getting on the phone until I have that relationship. Once that relationship is solid, then I can stop worrying about that aspect of it. But for this handyman, for example, I have him at about 7 locations, and whenever something goes wrong, I do or a virtual assistant will just reach right out to him, and he'll be there to fix it on any of those 7 locations. So for 7 of my properties, I'm covered on. Of course, it makes it easier for me to accept projects in the new area because I already know I have someone to assemble the furniture, hammer in some picture holders on the walls, handle anything else that I'm not going to spend my time doing. I already know that that person's already there, just waiting for me to acquire some more units. Anything over about 10 units might be a little bit much for a handyman. You just don't want to end up giving him too much work. And stuff does come up. Stuff will come up. So maybe get 1 per 10 locations, I would say, is a fair number. After that, you want to make sure you might have 2 lined up just in case one can't make it or something like that. But you always have, like I said, handy.com is a great backup plan. So it's a really easy way to cover one of your main 3 buckets, which is a handyman. And now you got this awesome service here to cover it for you whenever you need. It's probably a little bit more expensive than a personal relationship, but when we're trying to create automation, systems, scaling, ease of effort, being able to do this anywhere in the world, it's really exactly what we need in that sense. I'll see you guys on the next lesson.